Hello and welcome to Epic Blocks. Today we're back in my world where I've marked out my spawn chunks, and we're going to do a chicken farm. Of course I've got a few chickens ready here, and this is a very simple and fully automatic farm, and it will continue to run if it's here in our spawn chunks. Will they remain loaded no matter where we go in the world? And this is an old design, but I will say it's a rather inefficient, relying on lava to kill and cook our chicken. Kind of like the cow farm I did before. The lava is not the most efficient method of running this, but again, it is fully automatic. And these are the materials we're going to need. Double chest, a couple of hoppers, a half slab. We're going to need 15 building blocks. I'm using glass because I do like to be able to see everything through here, but you could do this all with cobblestone or some other solid block. We will need a dispenser, and it has to be a dispenser, not a dropper, because it's going to shoot the eggs. If we use a dropper, it's just going to place the eggs in the world, whereas the dispenser will shoot them and break them, which we need to hatch those eggs. We'll need a pressure plate, a piston, a boat. We will want a lever, though I suppose technically that one's optional. We'll need lava. The trapdoor is also technically optional. And to keep other mobs out of the way, we're going to want a few other additional building blocks, one of which I would recommend to be a solid block, the other 17 of which can be seeds. And of course, because it's chickens, we might need to lead them around and breed them. We've got a bunch of seeds. So let's go ahead and grab these. I've also got a pickaxe with silk touch, just in case I misplace any glass and need to move it somewhere else. Separate it for the two different piles. Alright, and we can put this pretty much anywhere we want here in our spawn area, but it is pretty small. I'm going to start right over here. Place one hopper here looking at this block, and we'll place our double chest in front of it. Just like that. And then we'll put a half slab on top of the hopper. And here, we're going to want our dispenser on the other side of the half slab, so that it's looking into the half slab. Then we want another hopper on top. Oh. Let's see here. Think how I want to build this. We shouldn't really need these two blocks on the sides, but I do need one there. Let's keep going up. We will need this level. Giving myself a temporary. Just go ahead and use this one. More glass on the various sides here. Grab that piece of dirt, because I'll leave it in there. And we're going to build a staircase. We'll need that to get our chickens in anyway. And I just want to keep it symmetrical. Just build my staircase up here, over top of the chest. We need to go here. Oh, because of the staircase, more here. I guess just one more, but I'm going to put another one here to continue the staircase. And I'm going to go ahead and put our trapdoor here. Not really essential, but it'll keep other mobs from wandering in. Now I've got lots of fencing, and I'm currently in peaceful mode, so nothing really around here. I'll go open that up so we can get our chickens in. And I forgot to put my lava in. And we want that one. Touch real quick. And the lava. Look down in the hopper somewhere, I didn't see it. I think it went into my inventory already. We're going to place this lava above the dispenser, so it's kind of right up against this hopper, or this glass here. And speaking of which, has to cover this hole before the lava flows out. Just like that. Now this is our farm built. We can bring the chickens in and it'll start running, but it's not automatic yet. That's what these other materials are going to be for. Go ahead and grab this, but might as well grab my chickens while I'm at it. And I suspect these chickens have laid a few eggs. So adult chickens do lay eggs every 5 to 10 minutes. So I've got 4 here. I grabbed a few earlier as well, so I'll grab those. This one egg already. Let's come up here and lead our chickens in. Trapdoor, they should think they can walk right on in. Over here. And I'm going to need another block here to kind of lead them. I'm going to put that one higher. There we go, fall on in. Come on, chicken, come on up. There we go. Nice and easy to leave them in there. Close that up again. And let's grab this extra egg that got left over here. So again, these chickens will lay eggs every 5 to 10 minutes, and we could put a full 24 in there. I've got 6 right now, and so they'll lay eggs, and those will fall into the dispenser. Look, one already. Select these. 7. And what we need to do now is add a way so that our dispenser will automatically fire those eggs. So what we do is pressure plate behind it, and stick down one more this side, and place a piston pointing up. And then we're going to add a boat on top of that. What this does is every time the weight of the boat hits the pressure plate, it triggers the piston to go up. But of course that raises the boat, which deactivates the pressure plate. So the piston will drop down and the boat starts to drop. It actually triggers the pressure plate again before it drops all the way down, which triggers the piston again. And of course every time this goes off, it's going to fire those eggs, none of which hatched. So there's basically a 1 in 8 chance. So I was hoping we'd get 1 there. We had 7 eggs. But I have a few more here. Several more, actually. And then add these. And we should, yep, there's 1 already. So I think that was probably right around the 8th egg, but regardless. Now this chest is going to remain empty. But these baby chickens, with the space they have and the lava above them, they're not going to move around. They're all just going to stand there. Looks like I've got at least a couple there now. And it takes them 20 minutes to grow up. And when they do grow up, they will immediately be killed by the lava. Now, unfortunately, this is where the farm is not particularly ideal, because a significant portion of the drops from the chickens will be destroyed by the lava. But I'll actually show another video next week, I think, on how we can make this farm better, though it is more complex to make it better. So this is the simple version, and this is now fully automatic. It's just sit here and wait. Chickens up here will lay eggs, and of course, these seeds. So let's go ahead and breed these chickens real quick. That'll get us a few more in there. So be able to feed 6 chickens. Looks like I've only fed 4. Anyway. Wherever the other 2 are, apparently can't reach them right now. If you remember the cow farm, we used some water to, one of them finally, to make them bounce around a bit more. But that's alright. This is just for demonstrative purposes anyway. But that'll get us a few more baby chickens up there. They'll grow up. We could feed them more seeds to make them grow faster. And the remainder of these blocks is to keep mobs from getting in here, because if they walk up and push it out of the way, that's going to break the automation. So let's add a wall here. I think when I tested this, I'd managed to put these in a little closer. And I don't need these 2 here. Lock this off as well. Kind of like having access to this bonus. Trying to remember, how did I have that? Oh, before I had this open. That's why it was too short earlier. So these chickens don't really move around much. And so we don't need these 2 here. So put in there. And this one here. And now we do technically have access to our dispenser through this gap. Nothing in there right now, but we can always check it. And back here, must have lost 1 glass block or miscounted somewhere. Put a solid block there, and a lever, so we can flip off to turn off our farm. And then we would want 1 more block. I'm just going to grab some blue wool, because that's what I have handy right now. And that blocks off our mechanism there. And of course now we would just wait and give it 20 minutes, and any chickens will grow up. Turn this back on. And I'm just going to wait here, and we'll catch up in about 20 minutes. All right, well, it's been 20 minutes now, and I had those chickens grow up. Of course, I haven't had any more come in, unfortunately, with just the 6 laying eggs. Would have had probably about 12 times the dispenser fired additional eggs, and unfortunately we didn't get any more chickens, baby chicks that is. But we had those 3 baby chickens grow up, and of course they die immediately. And as you can see, we got 1 feather and 2 cooked chicken, which from 3 chickens that die, that's not great rates. But then again, we can increase the number of chickens we have in here up to 24, and then of course they would start taking entity cramming damage, and at least 1 of them would die, so that there were never more than 24. That would have significantly more eggs dropping in here, and we get more baby chickens. But this farm is still kind of limited because if you have, say, more than 24 chickens, let's say we made the space a little bit bigger, added another hopper, we could have a bunch more chickens up here laying eggs. But this is only designed to have up to 24 baby chickens at a time, or they take entity cramming damage. And if they're dying to entity cramming, you wind up with a loop where it seems to keep killing the oldest of the baby chickens, and so they will continually die from the entity cramming and not from the lava, which means that we don't get the cooked chicken. I don't think we get the feathers either, or raw chicken from the baby chickens. So this farm is wonderful in that it's very easy and simple to build, requires very little redstone, and especially if built in our spawn chunk, it'll just continue running forever. Also, if we decide we want eggs, all we have to do is come back over here and flip the switch, and the eggs will be dropped here into the dispenser. So nothing in there right now, we would have fired them off, but within a couple of minutes, especially if we were to have 24 chickens up here, we should have quite a few eggs available in that dispenser. That said, again, this farm, it does have its issues. The lava is a very inefficient way for cooking and killing the chickens, but it does work. But next week, I'm going to show you some modifications I put on here to make this farm both bigger and more efficient. It's also going to give us some eggs in our final chest over here. So it won't just be the chicken, cooked chicken and feathers. There'll be some eggs winding up down here as well, which gives us access to not just 2, but then 3 drops that might come in handy. This farm will certainly supply you. Again, it's not a lot of chicken, but it should be enough to keep you fed. You can use those feathers for arrows or a few other things. And the eggs come in quite handy if you like to do any cooking in Minecraft. And I believe they have a few other uses as well, and sometimes they're just fun to throw. But this farm will work. It works really well. But stay tuned next time. I'll show you something that might work a little bit better, though it is a bit more complex. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is Epic Blocks.